Hiya! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. Today I thought I would share with you a New Year's Eve makeup look, as it is only a day away from New Year's Eve as you're watching this, and I'm sure a lot of people like me do like to step up their makeup game for New Year's, especially if you're going to a New Year's party or going out somewhere or doing some kind of celebration event for New Year's. Let me know actually what you're up to for New Year's Eve and whether you're celebrating with friends, family, whoever that may be. Let me know what your plans are. And let's get straight into this New Year's Eve makeup look. So I'm going to start by taking my Kiko Liquid Skin Second Skin Foundation, and mine is in the shade Cool Rose, and I'm just going to put a few drops of this around my face using the dropper tool that it comes with. I love the applicator for this foundation because it means that you don't get too much and you can put it exactly where you want it, and it's so much easier to blend it out like this as well. I find that when you put it on the back of your hand you end up wasting so much product. I'm now just going to blend that out with my damp beauty blender. I'm now just going to take my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C4 and just put some of this under each of my eyes. And I'm now just going to blend that out using this little triangular sponge. I'm now just going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder in the shade Silky Beige, which is number 5, and just apply this using, if I can find the brush, it's hidden under all the others, my massive, it's actually a blush brush, but it works so well for powders as well. I'm just going to apply this all over my face. As we are approaching 2019 actually, let me know if you have any goals for 2019, what some of your resolutions are, what you're looking forward to in the new year, if you've got any exciting holidays or events planned. I'd love to know. I'm now just going to take my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette, and I am going to use my Real Techniques contour brush to start by applying this shade over here. And I am just going to apply this under my cheekbones either side. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of this down either side of my nose, and then a bit along the top of my forehead and some along my jawline. I'm now just going to take the yellow shade here and I'm just going to apply some of this to the centre of my chin, to the centre of my nose, under my eyes either side, and then also to the centre of my forehead. And now finally I am just going to take the pinky shade from here and just apply this to those same areas, but just right in the centre of where I've just applied the yellow. I'm now going to use the Tanya Burr Cosmetics Peachy Glow Cheek Palette, and I'm going to take some of the bronzer on my Real Techniques buffing brush and just apply a little bit of this under my cheekbones either side and then round the side of my face in a 3 shape. I'm then also going to use the blush from this palette and just apply a little bit of this to my cheekbones. I'm now just taking my H&M highlight palette and I am going to use the pinky shade here and apply some of this to my cheekbones using my Body Shop fan brush, as well as to the tip of my nose, my chin, centre of my forehead, before coming back round down the side of my eyes onto my cheeks. I feel like for New Year's especially, you can't really go too wrong with a lot of highlighter. I feel like it's the one night where you can really go full out and get that highlight going full on. For my brows, I'm now using my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Blonde. I'm just going to quickly brush through my brows and then fill them out using the pencil. Just out of interest, which part of makeup always takes you the longest? I feel like for me it's always brows and eyes. I always manage to get my base makeup on fairly quickly, but then as soon as it gets to doing this area, that's when it always takes me forever. Is it the same for you, or is that just me? Let me know which bit you find takes the longest. I'm now just going to prime my eyes using the NYX HD eyeshadow base, and I am just going to put a little blob of this onto the centre of either of my eyes. Then for my eyes, I am going to use a mixture of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette and also the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. I know I keep using this one at the moment, but honestly for this time of year, there's so many amazing shades in there, all of the glittery, sparkly shades. This is your go-to palette, especially because it's all like golden-y, browny, silvers, all those kind of shades. So this palette is honestly perfect for like Christmas, New Year's time. So I am going to start by taking the shade Foxy, which is from the Naked 2 palette, and it's the one right at the end here. And I am just going to use the Real Techniques medium shadow brush to apply this all over my eyelid. This is so random, but does anyone else happen to have one brow bone closer to their eye than the other? Because my right eye, the gap between my eyelid and eyebrow is a lot smaller than it is for my left eye. If you've never noticed that, now you're always going to be noticing that. But I just always particularly notice it whenever I'm applying makeup, as it gets in the way more on this eye and there's like less room to apply eyeshadow. So then now from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, I am going to take the shade Vermeer, which is this beautiful pinky shimmery shade here, and I am going to use the Real Techniques, which one is this, the shading brush, to apply this to the outer half of my eyelid. I forget how pigmented this palette is. I actually haven't used it as much as I thought I would have done yet, but I think that's just because I haven't really had any occasion to full on go out with my makeup. But oh, I just love this palette so much. I'm so happy that I finally got around to buying it. So now going back to the Naked 2 palette, I am going to take the shade Verve, which is this silvery shade along here, and I am just going to apply this along my crease. Oh, and I'm using the Real Techniques crease brush to apply this. And then now going back to the Anastasia palette, I'm going to use the shade Primavera, which is this one down here. I'm kind of pointing to that one with my thumb, but it's this one over here. And I'm going to use the shading brush again to apply this one right into the outer half of my crease and coming down into the outer half of my eye. I seriously need to start using this palette more again. I often do that. I have palettes that I'll get and then I'll use for a while, and then I'll find a different one and then I'll start reusing it again, and I go back to it. I'm like, why did I ever stop using this? And now finally going back to the Naked 2 palette, I'm literally switching between the two. I'm going to take the shade Pistol, which is this dark grey silvery shade here, and I'm using the crease brush to apply this right to the outer crease and corner of my eye. And then now finally just going to blend that out using my NYX blending brush. To finish off my eyes, I'm going to use the Colossal Big Shot Daring Black Mascara by Maybelline. And as usual, I'm going to apply 2 layers to my top lashes and then 1 layer to my bottom eyelashes. To finish off my look, I am going to use my NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the shade Sandstorm, which is number 7. And there you go, that is my finished New Year's Eve makeup look. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. Like I said before, in the comments let me know what your New Year's Eve plans are and what you're getting up to. I hope you all have a lovely end to 2018 and 2019 gets off to a great start for you. I can't believe this is actually my last video of 2018. That just seems crazy to even think that. I just can't believe this year's gone by so quickly. I feel like I say that every year, but each year honestly just gets faster and faster. But I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. Be sure to smash a big thumbs up if you did. Also be sure to click the little red subscribe button down below if you're new, as well as tapping on that notifications bell so that you're notified whenever I upload. And I'll be sure to see you very soon in the new year with a brand new video. Bye!